Right now, the Oklahoma law is that it has to be a medical emergency before you can intervene. How close to death do I have to allow her to become, and then hope I can pull her back from that before I'm allowed to legally take care of her?
Part of these doctors' jobs is now a crime. They're OB-GYNs, and when they care for pregnant patients, it's sometimes medically necessary to provide abortions. But they practice in Oklahoma, a state with some of the strictest abortion laws in the country.
Oklahoma's law is very clear now, and so law enforcement is now activated with respect to any efforts to aid, abet, or solicit abortions.
Since April of 2021, Oklahoma's governor has signed 5 different bans. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions immediately became illegal here, anytime after the moment of fertilization. And anyone who helps can be prosecuted. In August, the penalty these doctors could face if they did help is set to go up to $100,000 or 10 years in prison.
I can't believe that we care so little for women that we built zero protections into these laws for women, and that we're all left here trying to think of that situation when it comes up where we have to watch somebody get sicker and sicker and sicker and try to decide when to intervene. If somebody comes in with a heart attack, we don't tell them, I'm sorry, your heart attack isn't severe enough. I'm not legally allowed to take care of you until you become sicker. People will find that ludicrous.
There's the feeling that your expertise, no one cares. No one cares. Went to school for 12 years of my life, done this for 33 years, but that guy from down south in Oklahoma, he's never picked up a medical textbook in his life, he knows all about it. I mean, you definitely feel no one cares what you think as an expert. No one cares.
Yeah.
What changed for you with the reversal of Roe v. Wade officially?
Now there's no backstop. So Oklahoma has been passing restrictive laws for years, but we've always had the backstop of Roe, but all of that's gone now.
How is this affecting your work as doctors? Is it changing what you're able to do and what you can do for your patients?
I feel like I'm operating with one hand tied right behind my back.
Yes.
It's really hard to do.
Yes.
I mean, we took an oath, first do no harm. And the woman standing in front of me is my patient.
Pregnancy has risks, as we know from our maternal mortality rates. And so I think people are shocked at how much this affects very wanted pregnancies. This is going to affect people that never in their lives think it would affect them.
Something I've encountered in the last few days are conversations I've had with people that expect gynecologists because we deliver babies for our life. They are so surprised when we have talked about our true feelings of why we think that accessibility to abortion is so vital. They're shocked. And I feel like most gynecologists, I won't speak for all of us, but most kind of gynecologists understand the necessity of the availability, regardless of religious beliefs.
What is a medically necessary abortion? What's an example?
There are many fetal anomalies that would not result in utero demise of the fetus, but are not compatible with life. The infant, when born, will not survive. And some of those pregnancies have complications to the mother, who might be completely and totally healthy, but there can be complications with those pregnancies that might result in serious damage to her. And then I think about the anencephalics too.
Right.
They're babies without a brain, and they go to term. In fact, they go way past term, and they get a whole bunch of fluid around them, which is very dangerous for the mother because her uterus can rupture. She can get heart failure symptoms from it. She can get pulmonary edema from it.
For a baby that might live for a few hours or a few days. But right now, the balance would be
not life-threatening.
Would be towards the mother having to continue that pregnancy, that the mother's health is not taken into account.
So in that situation now, there's no recourse because she's not in immediate jeopardy.
Not by how we understand the law. Not now, not here. I generally do about 2 tubules a year. And since the law passed, I've been doing probably 1 or 2 a week as opposed to 1 or 2 a year.
These are
They're
people who are electing to be sterilized.
Right.
Because people are afraid that they won't have a choice.
Correct.
Is any part of you like, these procedures are medically necessary, I'm just gonna do them anyway?
I'm actually not afraid of going to jail. You know, in your brain, you think, I would do the right thing. I would do the right thing. And if I had to go to jail, I had to go to jail.
The problem is I can be ready to do that, but will the rest of my medical team help me? Because I can't do it by myself. I'm going to need an anesthesiologist. I'm going to need nurses. And yeah, you can be as brave as you want to be, and you can say, I'm not going to sit here and watch this woman die in front of me. Yes, I'm going to do this. But you have to bring along your team with you too. I worry about that.
I don't want to be the scapegoat because they're going to look for one in this state. And I have little kids. I have a family. I want to be there for them.
Would you ever consider leaving the state?
If I didn't have my extended family here, gone.
How come?
I don't agree. And I don't have any power to change it. I just feel very pushed in a box.
What is that going to do to the state then for all the women who live here if, people feel the need to leave?
That's when you don't have enough doctors to take care of a population. That's obviously not where you want to be. People are going to suffer from that.
I'm Michael Learmonth, editor-in-chief of Vice News. Too often, traditional news outlets shy away from the real stories and experiences of those living through global conflicts. Not Vice News. Our reporters are on the ground, fearlessly covering the human stories that shape our world. You and millions of others can continue to read, watch, and listen to Vice News for free. But we hope you'll consider making a one-time or ongoing contribution of any size at vice.com/contribute. Every contribution, no matter how big or small, helps support the journalism Vice News brings to you every day. Thank you.